Picture this. You're in your 30s or 40s and you're just beginning to save for retirement. Sounds right? Think again. Today, we're tackling one of the most pervasive myths about retirement savings. The idea that you don't need to start saving until you're older. This is a misconception that can seriously hinder your financial future. Let's discuss why. Imagine that there's a magical money multiplier called compounding. Here's how it works. You invest some money, it earns interest, and then that interest earns interest. Over time, this process can turn a modest amount of money into a substantial sum. Now, this isn't some fairy tale, it's the reality of how investing works. And the key to this magic? Time. The longer your money is invested, the more it can grow. Consider this. If you start saving and investing when you're 25, even a modest monthly contribution can grow into a significant nest egg by the time you're 65. But if you wait until you're 40 to start saving the same amount each month, you'll have far less by retirement, even though you're saving the same amount monthly. But don't just take my word for it. Let's look at the data. According to a report from the National Bureau of Economic Research, someone who starts saving at age 25 will have nearly twice the retirement savings of someone who starts at 40, even if they save the same amount each month. That's the power of compounding. So what does this all mean? Simply put, it's never too early to start saving for retirement. In fact, the earlier, the better. Every year, every month, every day you delay means less money in your retirement fund. And remember, it's not just about having a comfortable retirement. It's about financial security, peace of mind, and the freedom to live life on your own terms. So, remember, the earlier you start saving for retirement, the better off you'll be. Before we continue, don't forget to smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next awesome video. Drop a comment below to share your thoughts or any topics you'd love to see in future videos. Some of you might think, hey, I've got Social Security to fall back on. Is that a safe bet? Now, let's address this common myth. You can rely on Social Security for retirement. First things first, what is Social Security? It's a program in the United States that provides benefits to retirees, disabled individuals, and their survivors. Funded by payroll taxes, it's a safety net, but it's not a golden parachute. Here's the reality. Social Security was never intended to be your only source of income when you retire. In fact, according to the Social Security Administration, it replaces only about 40% of the average wage earner's pre-retirement income. For those with higher incomes, it replaces an even smaller percentage. If you're expecting to maintain a similar lifestyle to what you're accustomed to now, 40% probably isn't going to cut it. You might be thinking, but I've paid into it my whole working life. That's absolutely true. You've contributed to this program with every paycheck. But remember, it's intended to be a supplement to your retirement savings, not the whole enchilada. Now, Social Security is a complex system with many variables. The amount you receive depends on several factors, including when you retire, your lifetime earnings, and even how long you expect to live. So it's not a one-size-fits-all scenario, and certainly not something to stake your entire retirement on. So what does this mean for you? It means you need to consider other forms of savings. This could be a 401k, an individual retirement account, or even investments in stocks and bonds. Diversification is the key when planning for retirement. In conclusion, while Social Security can provide a portion of your retirement income, it shouldn't be your only strategy. It's a piece of the puzzle, not the whole picture. So, don't put all your retirement eggs in the Social Security basket. Relying solely on Social Security for retirement is a risky strategy. Make sure you have other savings in place. The 401k, the magic word for retirement savings. But is it the only way to secure your golden years? Let's debunk this myth once and for all. While 401ks are a popular and beneficial way to save for retirement, especially if your employer offers a match, they're not the only game in town. In fact, there are several other types of retirement savings accounts that could potentially offer you more flexibility and tax advantages. First up, let's talk about individual retirement accounts, or IRAs. There are two main types of IRAs, traditional and Roth, each with its own set of benefits. A traditional IRA offers tax-deductible contributions now, with taxes paid on withdrawal, while a Roth IRA has you pay taxes up front, but then allows tax-free withdrawals in retirement. This can be a great option if you expect your tax rate to be higher in retirement than it is now. Another option is a health savings account, or HSA. While primarily used to save for healthcare expenses, An HSA can also serve as a retirement savings vehicle. The money you contribute is tax deductible, and if used for qualified medical expenses, it can be withdrawn tax-free. For self-employed individuals or those with side gigs, a simplified employee pension IRA or SEP IRA is worth considering. It allows you to contribute a significant portion of your self-employment income, providing a hefty tax deduction and helping you save more for retirement. Then there's the option of a taxable brokerage account. While it doesn't offer the same tax advantages as a 401k or an IRA, it does provide a great deal of flexibility. There are no contribution limits, no required minimum distributions in retirement, and you can access your funds at any time without penalty. So, while a 401k is indeed a powerful tool for saving for retirement, it's far from the only one. From IRAs to HSAs, SEP IRAs, and taxable brokerage accounts, there's a world of options out there to help you grow your nest egg. A 401k is a great tool, but it's not the only one in your retirement savings toolkit. Explore your options. Once you're retired, you'll spend less money, right? Well, not necessarily. Picture this: you finally hung up your work boots and you're ready to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Many assume that their expenses will magically shrink the moment they retire, but is that really the case? Let's dive into the reality. Firstly, we need to address the elephant in the room: healthcare. As we age, healthcare often becomes a more significant part of our budget. Sure, Medicare covers some costs, but many are surprised to find that it doesn't cover everything. Unexpected healthcare expenses can eat up a considerable chunk of your retirement savings if you're not careful. Next, let's talk about the fun stuff. Retirement is the perfect time to indulge in travel, hobbies, and other activities that you didn't have time for during your working years. And while these pursuits certainly enrich your life, they don't come cheap. Whether it's globetrotting, golfing, or gourmet cooking classes, these activities will require a portion of your retirement nest egg. Then there's the sealant, relentless adversary that is inflation. Yes, it's easy to overlook inflation when you're caught up in the excitement of retirement. But remember, the cost of goods and services tends to rise over time. What seems like a comfortable retirement income today might not stretch as far in 10 or 20 years. And what about life's unexpected surprises? A sudden home repair, helping out a family member in need, or even a global pandemic can disrupt your financial plans. It's crucial to have a buffer for such unforeseen expenses. Finally, keep in mind that retirement isn't a time to pinch pennies and deprive yourself. It's a time to enjoy the freedom and flexibility you've worked so hard for. But to do that, you need to plan your finances realistically. In retirement, your spending habits might change, but that doesn't mean your expenses will decrease. Plan accordingly. Remember, a well-crafted retirement plan isn't just about saving. It's about spending wisely and enjoying your golden years to the fullest. We've busted some myths today, so let's recap what we've learned. First, we debunked the myth that you don't need to start saving for retirement until you're older. The truth is, the earlier you start, the more time your money has to grow. Next, we shattered the idea that you can rely solely on Social Security for retirement. While it's a helpful supplement, it's not designed to be your only source of income. Thirdly, we dispelled the notion that a 401k is the only way to save for retirement. There are multiple savings options, such as IRAs and personal investments, that can help you build a secure future. Finally, we broke down the misconception that you'll spend less money when you're retired. In reality, expenses can increase due to healthcare costs and lifestyle changes. Remember, when it comes to retirement savings, it's never too early to start. And there's more than one way to build your nest egg. Happy planning.